Welcome to Custom Home Builder Solutions tutorials for CHS on the web. Please make this full screen for best viewing. This is a continuation of videos that we are doing about how to post payroll and handle payroll using CHS. And this particular video is going to be about posting your payroll tax payment for 941 taxes, and it would be very similar for posting your payments if you have state withholding or various other things that were withheld and you need to pay. But we'll just focus on the 941 taxes that are a result of our previous videos for some payroll checks that we posted during the month of January 2015. The first thing I did just to take a look at those payroll taxes is I clicked this button for the accounting database, and I opened this window, and then I did a search for the month of let's just do this, the month of January, and I did a range of GL accounts, which was my payroll taxes payable through I just did through retirement pension, but I really could have just done it through here to get now I shouldn't be talking while I'm doing things. 2300 to just the parts that would be for federal withholding taxes, what's referred to as the 941 taxes. And as you can see, we have payroll taxes, Social Security that were withheld that we owe to the IRS, the side that was the employer matching. You can see the individual GL accounts and all the entries that were entered here in your main accounting database. And hopefully, if you're using a payroll service, the total down here, $1,075.79, is the same amount that your payroll service paid for you for your federal withholding taxes. Or if you're going to pay them yourself and they're not doing it for you, this should give you some numbers that you need to use. And I went ahead and printed a ledger of all of this just to minimize, so when I go to accounts payable I will have the information that I need for posting the payment. The other thing that you can do, if we just go back home and you go click this button for the payroll menu, is right here you can put in a date of 1/31/15, which is what I did, and check your federal tax liability balances, which is still that 1075, and that's without all the detail. And this is my PDF of that, which I've also minimized so that I can use it when I'm posting my payment. So to post your payment for your payments for 941 taxes, you could, of course, and we won't go into that so much, but you could post a journal entry that has that minus 1075 out of your cash account, and then debits to each one of these GL accounts, and you can make one big journal entry for that. If you'd rather do that than post it like I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and go to accounts payable, post approved bills, because I'd like to just track it by the vendor that I have set up for paying those taxes, or whoever they get paid to. We have Bank of America is what we have set up for 941 taxes here, but you might have IRS-941 or EFTPS for your electronic, because you can post it as a bill so that you could print your own check, or you can post it as a bill and then mark it as paid because it's already been paid by your payroll service. But let's just create a bill to clear out that liability and get the payment posted and paid. So we're gonna, actually I want to open a different screen. Let's do a quick bill. I get to talking and I forget what I'm doing. One that has nothing to do with posting job costs. And we'll do these as of January 31st. It's going to tell me that's in the future because of when I'm doing these videos. And I'm going to put Jan 2015 941 as my invoice. And the first, I do have this set up Bank of America to drop in some GL numbers, but I'm going to, so that I can get near the area. But the first one is the amount that was posted to federal withholding, and we can see that here, 615.25. And we'll just do BOA 941 taxes, so we can just keep copying it. Let's just say payment. Then we'll copy a line. We need to do, let's just start at the top here now. The Social Security withheld. You could have these combined into one. And the Social Security withheld is $2,300, $186.62. We know that was matched, so we don't have to pull that up again, but let's do the employer side of the Social Security withheld, which would be this one, $186.62, so that's fine. And then we'll copy this again. We're going to do the Medicare withheld, which we can see on our thing was $43.65. Whoops, I'm sorry, I was doing some other thing here. Let me minimize that. And then we'll copy that. Then you might, like I said, just have one line that's twice as much as this, and you just called it Medicare payable or something like that. But we have ours split all out. And so that's the same amount, the Medicare, and that $107,579 that we're totaling to at the bottom is the amount of our total bill, which is totally fine with us. And we're going to submit this. We're going to play like the payroll service has already, apparently I made some error. It doesn't like this special characters of the underscore here. Needs to be a hyphen. So Jan 2015-941. I'll copy that by doing Control C. Then I'll go here and do Control V for paste and Control V for paste. Control V for paste. I think sometimes it helps to go ahead and have the errors, because that helps you figure out how to fix things. So let's try submitting that again. And we're going to go ahead and post the payment, because we actually didn't cut a check. So we're posting a payment that our payroll service did. But of course you could put a check in your printer, and we'll play like this is January 31st. We'll get a warning about that being in the future. And then if I'm not really doing a check myself, I often use a 1 and a period, an 01, 31, 15, 6 digits for the date. It's going to check and see if I've used that before. And I can click this button, Post as Paid, Do Not Print Check, so that that's been taken out of my checking account as a check, and I'm done with posting that entry for my payroll taxes. Now, like I said, if you have state withholding, there was another button over here on the payroll menu to bring up, in Texas we don't, but you can bring up a list of what your state withholding is. But let's go take a look again at our accounting transactions ledger, and let's refresh it now that we made that payment. Now what you'll see is the balance is 0, 0, because here's our payment that we just made getting posted into our accounting, and all of our balances are 0. And if we go to the payroll menu and we run this federal tax liability balances again, they are all 0. So that's the way you can check yourself. Like I said, of course, you could just post a journal entry that takes the amount out of cash and then does your debits to your various payroll withholdings that are due. Hopefully this is helpful for helping you post your payroll tax that is due after you've posted your payroll. Thank you for watching.